Hi, Virgo. This is your monthly reading for April. As you can see, I already pulled some cards for you guys. So, what we have already for the Virgo collective, we have the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. We have the Mirror, mirroring each other, self image, relationship reflection are wounds, and introspection. We have Mask, not showing true feelings, hid, personify, pretend, dilute, and gaslighting. And we have Love Call, someone express love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. And then we have for the shadowy aspects, we have the Runner, running in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. And we have what's underneath the shadowy aspects that need to be healed is not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues, and jealousy. All right. So, Virgo, before we truly get started, I just want to make it clear that this is a general reading, that this may or may not resonate for every single Virgo out there. Cross watchers, feel free to shift. If you might resonate more on the Virgo side, feel free to take that. Keep in mind, not everything will resonate for you, so take what resonates and leave the rest. So, thank you. Let's begin. So, Virgo, I'm picking up some things here. So, because it is a general reading, I'm picking up a couple of different circumstances. So, what I'm getting for one group of you is you guys are experiencing a relationship where you have gone through a lot with this person, and then in the end, you just like so much damage has been done that there's just no, you're just not gonna do it anymore. Because I think what happened was you two were mirroring one another in such a way that I think it brought a lot of toxicity into your life, that you two just happened to know how to hurt one another. And then we have like, the mask with somebody not being honest with you. So what kind of scenario that I'm really picking up for you guys is you're dealing with a person who wasn't being completely honest with how they were feeling. You were being with an individual who wasn't taking you so seriously. And this person had a hard time expressing their feelings, and they would lie about things. I feel like for a lot of you, these people, like this person kind of kept their options open and not letting you know, or this person could have been doing little jabs at you all the time. And because we have a runner, it could be that this person ran away from this connection, or it could be you that said, no, this is too toxic, and you ran away. But either way, somebody ran from this connection, and I think that it left some of you heartbroken. And I think that a part of you is waiting for this person to call you or text you, or to let you just wanting them to call you and let you know that they care. I'm getting that from some of you, that this person ran away and you haven't talked to them in a while, but a part of you is thinking that you have no chance with this person. Another group of you guys were the runner, and you guys this was too much. You felt like you were holding back. This person was holding back. There was a lot of, again, mirroring, and a lot of just problems within the relationship that was causing you to feel like this could never work out. How can this ever transform into anything? So you ran from the connection. So there is some of that. And for others of you, this could just be how you are viewing, so like how can I word this? Some of you are just viewing, some of you are just viewing the dynamic that you felt with this person. And I get the feeling that because there's no second chances, like that's just what keeps popping up in my head. It's like one of you guys or a couple of you guys have convinced yourself that you will never take this person back, that this person has done enough damage that you're just not willing to accept at all. So you're not, and you've even thought this through, like in your head, you know, I'm getting some like inner dialogue from like a Virgo or something where, you know, in your mind you're like, I'm done with this person's treated me like shit, and I'm done with this and I'm done with that, and you're just like talking about how this person was two-faced and how you're so sick and tired of this connection. And if this guy or girl ever calls me back, like, oh, I'm gonna tell them to stick it where the sun don't shine. Like, I'm talking like I'm feeling some Virgos being frustrated and angry and upset about the situation that you guys have found yourselves in. And for some of you, this could just be that this person had just put you through the ringer. Like, you could have been with this person for so long, and it just got to the point where you just couldn't do it anymore, so you had to just pull the plug. Or for some of you, you felt like, you know, I feel like for a lot of you guys, this was left unresolved in a way. But it's almost like whoever left really burned that bridge. And it got to that point where for you guys, you felt like this was so toxic. And I feel like for a good majority of you, this is kind of what has been going on in your mind more and more as of late. Because I'm getting that for some of you guys, this was past relationship. And for some of you, this was just a recent thing. But it's really feeling more like the energy has been there for a bit, you know? And I'm getting for quite a bit of you guys that you didn't quite know how to handle the situation. Whoever ran away didn't know how to handle the situation appropriately, and the one that got left behind just felt rejected and just felt kind of used. And I think that now that we are entering into this time period, everybody is starting to change their perspective, starting to change their what they once thought they knew. And it's interesting because it feels like a lot of people right now are kind of going through epiphany moments and having to take that time to slow down and heal. And I think for a lot of you guys have tried to distract yourselves, but it's kind of gotten to the point where even when you try to distract yourself, it's just really lingers in the back of your mind. And I think it's starting to just bother you guys, because I think what's happening is for a lot of you guys have both had the fear of intimacy, you both listen to your egos, and you both are connected to codependent energies, you know? And so I just feel like I had to just kind of say that, because for some of you guys, it feels so much like that. So, I mean, yeah, it feels frustrating because nobody wants to hear that they themselves are in a codependent relationship, or that, you know, you have wounds to heal. Nobody wants to heal, you know? I mean, they do. Like, people want to heal, but people don't want to put in that time and that effort and that energy because it's painful to heal. And for a lot of you guys, I think this was an instability in your home life. Maybe you had a father or a mother that walked out, And so for you guys, you've never actually had a stable, you've always looked at relationships as unstable, and one will always leave the other. It's like that fear of abandonment. And for that's only for some of you that really had that, where a parent walked out. And for others of you, you know, it could also just be like a divorce and stuff. It can be lots of things. But what's going on is I'm feeling like, Virgos, you guys have gotten to the point where you're getting so tired of this feeling, and it's almost like you just don't want to do it anymore. I'm feeling for a lot of my Virgos here, you guys have had a lot of introspection, and you guys have had a lot of just focusing on yourself, but realizing that, like, you didn't expect the situation to end the way it did. And for some of you, this really could affect your home life. This really could affect like children and things like that. I'm kind of picking up stuff like that, like family. And it's getting frustrating, because I feel like for quite a bit of you guys, you know, you guys don't, I'm getting that you and this person doesn't have very good communication. You both get really hurt by one another, and that's just what I keep getting. I think that for you guys, you just know it's done. You just don't want to anymore. You reached that point. So for a lot of you guys, I think that you guys are starting to just allow yourselves to move in a new direction, because for some of you guys, your partner could have cheated. They could have left you and gone to another person. But whatever the situation that occurred caused quite a bit of conflict in your life, Virgo, and it's starting to wear you down, I feel like. And for quite a bit of you guys, because of the circumstances where we're kind of in that confined space, it makes it kind of difficult to escape, because I feel like for some of you guys, you know, because you have it here, like not feeling like you're enough in this situation and feeling frustrated. You guys are feeling really frustrated. And for some of you guys might have had some jealousy issues in this relationship that might have taken form, whether it's by you or your partner. And it's kind of starting to wear on you guys. And I'm kind of feeling for quite a bit of you guys that this has had to have happened in the past, or because we have, you know, the Tower, and the Tower is oh. Hey, sorry about that. We have the Tower in the reverse, so it's kind of telling me that something has already occurred in this relationship where it already happened, you know. So either this was previous, like this just barely happened, or this happened a while back. So it's interesting, because I will have to say, I'm going to read all the cards, what we got on the table, and then any of the zodiac signs. So we have the Tower, the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Emperor, the King of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Swords is the Shadow. So, I have to just say this. I find it quite interesting that you have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. It's like you have a couple here. And it's interesting that they're both in the reverse. I think that there has been that wherever happened for you, it could have been infidelity. It could have been, I mean, everybody's situation is so vastly different that it would be so impossible to narrow down all the possibilities, I guess, of what could have happened to end a relationship. But for some of you, it's heavy infidelity. I'm also getting just a lot of lies and manipulation. And another one I'm getting is just your partner being unstable, even financially. You could be dealing with a partner who gambles. That's one thing that pops into my mind. Another thing that could be happening that could have helped brought down this connection was other family members or friends getting involved. And for some of you guys, I'm getting that you were married to this person. And for others of you, you could have just been living with this person. But whatever it was, it affected the home life significantly. And for another group of you, if say you didn't live with this person, but you dated this person, it was long enough that you saw a potential in being with this person and living with that person, you know? So the situation where it's like both of you are done, I feel like what has inspired between the two of you, I feel like for some of you guys, it got kind of violent. And that's a small section where this person could have been physically abusive, and that it got to the point where it was so toxic. For others of you, it's just the passion died. It's just as simple as that. It's just you guys didn't have the same feelings that you guys once did. But whatever this was, you realized that you could never feel that full potential with this individual. I feel like whatever that tower moment, whatever happened, this could have been a buildup of so many different things. And that's what I'm saying. I just feel like it's kind of a complicated ending for whoever I'm picking up for. And it's like you realize that you're not going to have your happiness with this individual. And I think for quite a bit of you, you guys felt like you just had to cut your losses and move forward. And I think what happened was it could have ended quite badly. Things could have been said that you just can't take back from the other person. I think another person just could have been in and out of your life all the time, and it was just not stable. And so you were just like, I'm done with this. I'm not dealing with this anymore. For a lot of my Virgos, I'm feeling that you guys were slowly moving forward with this. Slowly moving forward with healing from this connection, trying to get yourself out of the cold. I'm feeling for a lot of you guys felt like this kind of took a big blow to your self-esteem. This kind of took you for a loop in a way. I think some of you guys didn't expect it to end the way that it ended. And I think that it ended in a way where it wasn't a very good ending. Let's just put it like that. And so for a lot of you guys, I feel that this became kind of really toxic really quickly. And I think that you just spoke how you felt. You spoke your truth. You said, it's over, it's done, I don't want to ever see you again. And I think you laid it all out for this person. But I think what really hurt you was that it was either you said it or they said it, because here we have the shadow side, because we have again another pairing. It was the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So for a lot of you guys, it's almost like you just really have that couple. Guys, sorry, my dogs have just been no, come here. No. So for a lot of you guys, I think what made you really upset was that you just didn't listen to you just feel like you didn't listen to your intuition when it came to this person. And I think that started to it started to make you kind of see things from a whole other perspective. I think you didn't want to associate yourself with this type of individual, because I think whatever took place, it was something kind of unforgivable. I don't even, like, I can't even begin to process how over this is, you know, how badly and how much damage has been done. I think for some of you, you really saw this person as your person, and to have to walk away from that, I think it has caused you a lot of problems. And I think it's hard for you to want to communicate that to yourself. And I think that you are now starting to become honest with yourself, because I think what you're trying to be honest with was, I wasn't really listening to my gut feeling. I wasn't really listening to my intuition. I had a similar reading. Oh my goodness. I have a similar reading for Aries. And how, and you know, they got the mask too. A lot of people have gotten the mask. And I think it's because we're all now starting to see who we all are. I think the veil is starting to become very thin, and people are starting to understand who they're dealing with now. And so for a lot of you guys, I think that this has gotten to that point where you guys are starting to realize how this person, I mean, for some of you guys, this person might come back. Like this is like, how do I word this? This is like a cycle for some of you guys, where this person will do something terrible, or say that this person would cheat on you, and then they'll say something really sweet, and they'll express their love to you, and tell you how they feel and how they don't want you to let them go, and they don't want to let you go, and then you keep taking them back, and then they do it again and again, and you're kind of gotten to that point where you're like, I am done. And that is for some of you. But whatever this is, you are now being honest with yourself. You're now cutting through the bullshit. You're done. And I just keep feeling that with you guys. You guys are just done. You guys are done dealing with this pain. So, you know, you might express to this person, I've let you hurt me time and time again, and this is over with. I can't do this anymore. And, you know, you're starting to look at the world and start to see things in a whole new way, different options that you might have. You know, you're going out there, you're leaving a terrible situation, and you're doing it in a way where you're looking at it through kind of optimistic eyes, because in a way you realize, you know, that's not my emperor. I'm the empress, and I deserve to be loved. This person didn't treat me right, and you are starting to kind of move forward in this. You are done. And that's really what I'm getting here, Virgo. You are taking your pentacle and you are going somewhere else, because you realize what this person was offering you wasn't right, but the divine was offering you something even better. And so you're having to learn to get over that heartbreak and heal from this situation. And when doing so, you're going to release so much toxicity that this person have brought into your life. And you might even, and like, honestly, once you let go of this person, you'll probably find a more equal mate for you, a person that's a lot more better for you. And that's kind of what I'm really getting for you guys. Oh, I think I forgot to mention the zodiacs that I see. So I see Pisces, Aries, so I'm seeing some air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I'm seeing a lot of earth too. So you guys could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. And a lot of fire. So you guys could be dealing with a Leo, a Sagittarius, and a Aries, but you don't have to be. Could also be dealing with a Cancer sign and even a Scorpio. So I like to just kind of let people know what I see when it comes to signs. If I don't call your sign, that's okay. The message can still relate to you. It's just nicer for people to know it. So I'm sorry, kind of got like sidetracked. But yes, I think that this is just too much for you guys. And I think that you're starting to learn to heal through this, because once you like clear this energy, you're gonna actually start being a lot better. You're gonna start seeing things change for you, because what's going on right now is, I think that because everybody is kind of just in this self-reflecting mode, that I think you're kind of starting to see things for what they really were. And I think that although it's kind of painful to come to that conclusion, it looks like you're still trying to move forward and still trying to give yourself that chance for happiness, Virgo. And you know, for a lot of you guys, I feel like you've nitpicked and was looking at the details of the situation, trying to get down to the nitty-gritty details. And I think for a lot of you guys, you know, you just felt like this relationship has just shown you how much you deserved. But I think for a lot of you guys, you know, you felt bad for not really listening or paying attention to your gut, to paying attention to how you really thought and felt in this situation. I think that this person was playing mind games with you, Virgo. I think this person would say things that would cut, you know. This person had a lot of insecurities as well. And I think that, you know, because it's such a codependent relationship, it's like you both needed each other to play out that codependency, because one another was so afraid to leave. But I think it got to the point where it just became too much for you. And I think that you just said, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not going to put myself through this. And so for a lot of you guys, you know, maybe phoning and calling a friend or a loved one, discussing the situation could probably actually help you. For others of you, I feel like once you drop this person for good and you start actually trying to work through the issues at hand, that another person is going to actually tell you how they feel. Some of you Virgos have people around you that are at the workplace or just around your friends that actually have like a crush on you and was too afraid to say anything because you were in a relationship. And now that you're out of the relationship, they want to tell you their true feelings. And for others of you, you could have been single for a while and this relationship just really did you under. And for you, you feel like nobody really looks at you in a good way, because I think that your self-esteem really took a toll in this. And I think that you taking the time to introspect and actually go within is eventually going to help you heal so that you can find an actual more suitable partner. Because once you rise out of that lower vibrations, you will no longer attract the same people that you just attracted in the past. The more you change, the more you grow, the more you heal, the less toxicity there is in your life, but the more you shed. So you shed so much, and then you gain so much. And that's what happens, is we're all kind of shifting out of an old cycle and beginning a new cycle. And for a lot of you guys, I feel like the newer cycle for you guys is to learn to let go of the fear of intimacy and stop listening to your ego. I think for a lot of you guys let the lower part of you speak up, you know. And I think that you're now starting to say, no, you know, I can take control of my own life. I have the power to change. And like I said to, I don't remember who it was, maybe it was Aries, it was somebody, but I said, you know, with that mask card, you know, people who wear masks because you're also wearing a mask. So pay attention to your inner thoughts, your inner dialogue, because that's actually what's manifesting. That's actually what's becoming something in this relationship. And for some of you guys, I think that this has been a really this has just been really negative for you. And I think that you guys have now said, I am officially done with this cycle. And for a lot of you guys, I think you're done being the runner or done being the chaser in this situation. And I think for so many of you, I think that this is exactly what you guys need, is that time to self-reflect and go within. So I feel like the main lesson out of this is realizing the wounds and realizing the part you had to play and the part they had to play. It takes two to tango. And just also realize, you know, be more self-aware of what it is that you truly want. Sometimes we think we know what we really want, but in reality we found out we really don't know anything about what we want or who we really are. So take that time to explore, because I'm really feeling that for a lot of you, this was just a heartbroken situation. I think that you guys communicated how you guys felt. And honestly, I feel like you guys, some of you just fallen out of love with one another. And as sad as it is, but at the same time, you not being with this person gives you a greater opportunity to be with somebody else who will be more willing and more loving to you, Virgo. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope that this resonates for you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have the great rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.